About fears. It's all about the efforts women have put in HIV response over a period of time. That is in ensuring that women are at the forefront in the fight against HIV. More so in Africa, Kenya. Putting in mind that I knew my HIV positive when I was a youth, that was in early 2002. And since then I have been engaged by WAFAC and the ICWEA Kenya. First of all, Eastern Africa, then we formed the ICWEA Kenya chapter. I used to be a member for 3 terms. And with that, it shows how I was engaged in various human rights, also sexually related human rights issues, like the sterilization campaign. We were part of it when it was initiated. Thanks God, as I'm talking, it has borne fruits. The women concerned, they feel their rights have been respected. Apart from sterilization, the other issue, there are several issues. Gender-based violence, we still have issues around gender-based violence, only that because of the various cultures we have in Kenya, some cultures normalize it. They take it as normal, a woman being violated or a girl being violated. As though some issues we happen to push for justice, but at some point we still have issues which need more effort for women leaders to continue advocating so as to ensure there's no more violence, also gender-based violence in Kenya. As a woman living with HIV and AIDS, HIV awareness, okay, as much as we have 98% HIV awareness in Kenya, but we still believe people are supposed to still being educated more about HIV and AIDS prevention. People are still need to be educated more about HIV positive living. And with that, I believe we still have more effort in ensuring we end stigma in HIV. Stigma is a big barrier in ensuring that we achieve the 95 efforts we are aiming for in come to 2027, here, also here in Kenya. So we are ensuring that more people, also our leaders, our policy makers, they embrace the efforts that we are supposed to put in place in ensuring that we overcome stigma and discrimination in Kenya. Because that's the major barrier in coming out openly in adhering to medications, and as well as ensuring positive living to move on. In relation to my cadre as in the Department of Health, I'm community health officer. So mainly 80% of my time I work in the community with the various groups, various cohorts, that is various age brackets, all the way from 0 to over 55, 59 years. I engage them with the various health issues, also talking over various health issues. So many times I find myself engaging on health matters in the community, and especially HIV and AIDS. We have several policies we've come up in Kenya, but they are not implemented to the latter. The stigma policy, we have it in place, the guidelines, we have them, yes, but they are not implemented to the latter. Putting in mind that they believe they are not fully or meaningfully involved in ensuring we end stigma. At some point they say that the government has taken over the role of ensuring stigma is reduced in Kenya, rather than allowing the people who experience the stigma themselves to take front line in advocating for the stigma. So they believe if empowered enough with the resources, they can do much better than what has been done when it comes to reducing stigma. And also not only in the area of stigma and discrimination, there are areas around adherence, drug adherence, the support system in places. They feel if enough resources are put into adherence, into support system in the community, will be very far have achieved in HIV response than we are at the moment. I've lived with HIV since I was 28 years and 25 years, and as I'm talking now, I'm 52. So over 20 years I've been living positive. Aging with HIV, I can say if at all one is well supported and gets to a point of aging with HIV well empowered, It's a process which is just normal, and yeah, it's good. Putting in mind that now we are seeing our grandchildren, which we never thought it could happen those years back. So aging with HIV. Okay, for me, maybe I'm working. That's why I'm saying it's a sort of a joyful process as I'm talking now, preparing for retirement in the next 8 years. But for some other people, aging with HIV is a big task. They are going through a lot aging with HIV, and that's why we have to advocate. For some of us who are somehow empowered, we have to advocate for the government to step in, put in place policies to ensure that these people aging with the HIV, there are some issues like managing the chronic conditions, managing those conditions that come with age is concerned. Also health-wise, like the health insurance issues, the nutrition part of it, the psychosocial also care part of it, putting in mind that now people are aging, their children are gone far doing their own lifestyles, and their grandchildren, maybe they are not living with them, or if they are living with them, they are stressing them more. So care is more needed for these people aging with HIV. I have some role models like Akinadoro, and I have been observing their efforts for a long period of time, and I can say they've mentored me a lot, and because of what they impacted onto my life, I feel it's also good for me to keep on also touching the lives of other women and girls in the community, most of those ones living with HIV and AIDS. So when I touch the lives of people in the community, most so positively encouraging them, making sure that they stand up and they fight for their rights, that gives me peace of mind, and it gives me all the reasons to move on working for the community. If at all I'll be in position to enable the community to overcome stigma at all levels, workplace, home, in the community. Imagine if stigma is dealt with, HIV won't be a big issue to some people in the community. So I'll embark more on ensuring that no more stigma is practiced in the community, so that if at all there's anything of that kind, the law to take its course. Fears has to go on so long as we are still responding to HIV in Africa, in Kenya, in the world. Fears has to go on, because without fears, imagine a situation whereby people are coming, the children who are by bad luck now being born with HIV, they'll get a community whereby they won't believe where we had some people started about the fight in ending HIV. So fears has to move on, so that the generation that is behind us, they also come up and they embark on ensuring that, yes, a generation free of HIV. Let community of people living with HIV and AIDS lead in HIV response. Okay, this is a call we've been making theoretically, but if it's put in place by our policy makers, assuring them the resources we are using at the moment in HIV response, it will be of great impact than what we've been doing before. So we engage these people living with HIV and AIDS in the lead in ensuring that we are reducing HIV and AIDS.